Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Roman Reigns is all set to enter the upcoming WWE Royal Rumble 2025 with his eyes on winning the traditional match. The original tribal chief has already reclaimed his Ula Fala from Solo Sikoa and now wants the undisputed WWE Championship back from Cody Rhodes. Amid this, there is a chance that Roman might kick Sami Zayn out of the OG bloodline for conspiring against him. These speculations emerged from the recent episode of Raw, where Sami declared his official entry for the men's Royal Rumble match. In his promo, the honorary Usos also put the OTC on notice, as Zayn aims to win the Rumble. Additionally, the OG bloodline has been engaged in multiple segments with Seth Rollins over the past few weeks, and we all know that Roman doesn't like the Visionary. He even rejected the idea of the former Shield member being their fifth partner for last year's Survivor Series War Games when they needed one the most. It's also important to note that Sami Zayn considered entering the men's Royal Rumble match after being motivated by the Visionary to do something for himself. Zayn thanked Rollins for the suggestions on Raw this week, with the 40-year-old star building a strong relationship with Roman Reigns' biggest rival. The OTC might not hesitate to kick Sami out of the original bloodline. Moreover, since Zayn has clarified that he intends to eliminate the head of the table from the over-the-top rope battle, Reigns might not have liked this assertion either. This scenario is only possible if Roman appears before the Royal Rumble 2025 PLE. It's speculative, but holds a true chance of unfolding, especially with the growing bond between Seth and Sami. Will Roman Reigns appear in WWE before Royal Rumble 2025? WWE Royal Rumble 2025 will air live on February 1st, 2025, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. With Roman Reigns already confirmed for this premium live event, the question arises, will the OTC appear in WWE before this mega event? According to speculation, there is a chance that the head of the table could appear on the upcoming episode of Raw on Netflix, which will take place on January 27, 2025. The company has planted the seeds for this return during Reigns' last appearance. In that segment, Roman and Paul Heyman engaged in a backstage interaction. The company hinted that Reigns would appear on January 27th and dropped some clues about WWE 2K25. Nothing is confirmed yet, but this could be the only opportunity for fans to see the OTC on this show. Otherwise, the former undisputed champion will likely appear directly in the traditional Rumble match. The cold, electric buzz of the WWE Universe filled the air as SmackDown's opening segment began. The camera zoomed in on the iconic Samoan family symbol displayed on the Titantron, signaling the entrance of the bloodline. For years, Roman Reigns had been the undisputed leader of this faction, standing tall as its tribal chief, the head of the table. His reign had been flawless, until tonight. The night was unlike any other. For weeks, rumors had swirled backstage about dissent within the bloodline. Whispers of betrayal, secret alliances, and a power struggle that could shake the foundation of the faction had been spreading. As Reigns entered the arena with his usual confident stride, flanked by his loyal cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso, there was an undeniable tension in the air. The bloodline was a symbol of dominance and unity in WWE. But tonight, that unity was in jeopardy. Roman Reigns stood in the center of the ring, microphone in hand. His piercing eyes scanned the crowd, soaking in their mixed reactions. Some cheered, others booed, but none could deny the power and presence the tribal chief exuded. He raised the microphone to his lips, and the arena fell silent. Acknowledgement, he demanded. The Usos, who had been by his side through thick and thin, stepped forward, lifting their hands to the sky in a show of respect. But tonight, there was an unsettling hesitation in their movements, as though they knew something Roman didn't. Reigns surveyed the ring, his eyes narrowing. The crowd's energy shifted from excitement to curiosity as the tribal chief's glare intensified. Acknowledgement, he repeated, his tone firm. This time, Jimmy and Jey hesitated, exchanging glances before slowly lifting their hands. It was subtle, but the delay didn't go unnoticed by the WWE Universe or Roman Reigns. He didn't miss a beat. You both know the deal, he said, voice cold. You either acknowledge me or step aside. This is the bloodline. This is my family. And it's my rules. Before the Usos could respond, the Titantron flickered, cutting into Roman's speech. The camera zoomed in on a backstage monitor where Paul Heyman was seen talking to a member of the WWE roster in hushed tones. Roman's face twisted with confusion, then fury. He knew that look. That was the look of someone conspiring behind his back. Paul, Roman barked, cutting off the broadcast. What is this? What's going on? Paul Heyman, as always, was quick to compose himself, offering a sheepish smile. It's nothing, my tribal chief. Just a small misunderstanding backstage. I assure you. Enough, Reigns interrupted, his voice thunderous, echoing through the arena. I know what's been going on. You all think I don't know. You think I'm blind to the whispers. The crowd's excitement grew, sensing the brewing storm. Roman Reigns was in the ring, fuming, and whatever was coming next would not be pretty. The only thing you need to do, Paul, is tell me the truth. Who's been conspiring against me? Roman's voice was quiet now, the calm before the storm. Who is it? Who betrayed me? The camera zoomed in on Paul Heyman, who was visibly sweating, knowing the consequences of his next words. Roman, he said, voice shaking. It's Jay. The crowd gasped, the tension palpable. Jey Uso, once a loyal follower and a key figure in the rise of the bloodline, was accused of conspiring against Roman Reigns. Jay, Roman repeated, the incredulity in his voice cutting through the arena. He turned slowly, his eyes burning with fury. Jay, you think I don't know? You think I don't see you looking for the moment to take me down? Jay stood frozen, his face betraying a mixture of guilt and defiance. Roman, I didn't. Didn't what? Roman roared, stepping closer to him. You didn't think I could see it? You didn't think I could feel the tension between us? You're nothing without me. The bloodline is nothing without me. Jay tried to speak, but the words caught in his throat. Roman, listen. I didn't. You conspired with others. Roman shouted, cutting him off. You thought you could undermine me. You thought you could be the leader. You thought you could take my spot at the head of the table. Jay stepped back, the weight of Roman's words crashing down on him. His own brother, Jimmy, stood by Roman's side, unsure of what to do. The tension in the ring was thick as Roman Reigns glared at his once loyal cousin. And now, Roman continued, his voice dark, you need to be removed. The bloodline has one leader, one tribal chief, and that is me. Jay's expression shifted from guilt to anger, the heat of the moment pushing him toward rebellion. You don't control me anymore, Roman. I've had enough of being in your shadow. With a cold smile, Roman turned to Paul Heyman. Get him out of here, he ordered. The crowd erupted into chaos as security stormed the ring, ushering Jey Uso out, but not before he exchanged one last, furious glare with Roman. Roman Reigns stood tall in the ring, his hand raised as the cameras zoomed in on his face. He was the undeniable ruler of the bloodline, and anyone who dared to challenge his throne would be destroyed. He turned to his cousin, Jimmy, his eyes unyielding. You're still with me, right? Jimmy nodded, though there was a faint hesitation in his gaze. Always, Roman. Roman Reigns raised his hand to the sky, the familiar signal of dominance. The bloodline would continue, with or without Jey. There was no turning back now. But as the cameras zoomed out, it was clear that this was not just the end of one member of the bloodline. It was the beginning of a new chapter. Roman Reigns had sent a message loud and clear. He would not tolerate betrayal, no matter who it came from. The bloodline had been shaken, and the path ahead for Roman Reigns was one filled with uncertainty and the looming threat of more challenges to his undisputed reign. The WWE Universe waited in anticipation, knowing that what Roman Reigns had done tonight was only the beginning of a power struggle that would ripple through the entire WWE landscape. Who would challenge him next? Would the bloodline ever be the same? Only time would tell. But one thing was for certain. The tribal chief had cemented his rule, and he wasn't about to let anyone take it from him.